Not bad. Come down a little bit. It's probably too much. All right, that works. Word up, people. How goes it? It is July 27th in the year of our Lord 2023. And I haven't done one of these in a while, and I haven't edited anything since September of 2022. So when I do get around to editing all of these videos, you're going to have quite a bit to catch up on. But if you're an avid follower and you're watching this video now, chances are you just caught up and you're aware. If you're new to the blog, welcome. Just to kind of give you an update, because I love redundancy and pointless talking. Wandering Focus is me chronicling my journey, self-publishing. I started this in, I want to say 2021. I believe that was when I started it. It could have been in 2020, but I don't recall. Central Park and fall, how you tore your dress, what a mess. We're going to say I started this Wandering Focus at the end of 2020 or the beginning of 2021. I can tell you that February 2021 was the 5th video that I did, which means I probably started at the end of 2020. I used to be a private detective, so I am qualified to make that kind of assumption or jump to that conclusion based on the evidence at hand. But it's meant to chronicle my efforts to self-publish and the whole process, not just the self-publishing part, but the writing process, the editing process, the marketing process, all of those layers. And it is very frustrating and very, 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 very overwhelming, and if I'm honest, discouraging a lot of the time because of the amount of effort it takes to manage all of these side elements. Now, my goal from the very, very beginning in telling this story was, number one, to just put something on my website so that people like you would have something to check out, assuming, of course, that you were interested in what I had to say, or in my books, or what have you. And so that's good. You know, that is certainly a function that I need, because I have to have an online presence as an author, because we live in the digital age, which, if you're just joining us, you don't know that I bitch about all the time, but I do. Because I hate having to be on social media or having to promote myself. It drives me crazy. So I'm not going to go into that, though, right now. Even though I just did, I'm not going to go any further into it. Just catch up. Go back and watch toss a stone into the garden of my Wandering Focus video blog, and you'll find somewhere where I am complaining about being alive in the digital age and what is required of me. One of the big problems that I've had is that I don't have access to the internet at home, because I can't get quality internet at home because of where I live. I live in the middle of nowhere, and everyone lies and says that they give me great speeds and all this stuff, which is total BS, total BS, total BS. Cloud Connect, I'm looking at you. You are shit. But the good news is they laid the fiber cable for my fiber internet connection that should be installed any day now. So that's good. I will enter a new era, mainly the era that everyone else has been living in for decades. I will finally catch up. So that's good, and I will perhaps complain less about the internet, and the problem being that I'm dependent on the internet to do anything, but having quality access to the internet is not guaranteed in any way. The only guarantee is that I have to have it in order to succeed, but I'm not guaranteed to actually have access to it. So That's the problem. That's one of the problems. Anyway, once I get through a certain point in this writing, author, publishing, self-publishing, indie author journey of mine, my intention, even from the very beginning, was to create kind of like a master class, or whether it was on Skillshare or YouTube or wherever, where it would basically say these are the steps that you have to take, because I have not been able to find a single resource that in simplest black and white terms says do this, then do this, then do this, then do this, then do this. I find lots and lots and lots of articles that talk about all of these things for marketing or for editing or for whatever the case may be, but they don't tell you all the prerequisites, the things that you have to do to even start that process. And I have done an exhaustive amount of research to try and find all of this stuff, and I have to learn on my own. And I am in the process right now of working on getting my anthology ready to publish and my third book in my series ready to publish, and going back into that point where I have to have ISBN numbers and barcodes and all of that stuff and get it on KDP or Blurb or whatever, you know, source site I use to sell and print and promote my books. All of those things, you know, I haven't done the publishing part since January and February of 2021. And so here it is, we're in 2023, and I've forgotten everything. So I'm relearning. But hopefully going into 2024, I will have a good solid handle on all of those steps and may be able to begin outlining and shooting that masterclass, which would be hopefully a bit more better quality than me looking like I'm dressed for, I don't know what it looks like I'm dressed for, but it is a Thursday, which is a home work day, and I'm supposed to be preparing my taxes. And yes, I know it's July. I filed an extension, so hold your judgment. But I'm finding any possible excuse I can to avoid going through my bank statements today. Look at this. This represents the final illustration for book 3, The Singing Bones. And I received this by itself in a packet recently from Logan, my illustrator, who will be coming here in October in a couple of months and living here for 6 to 9 months or so. So you'll get to meet him. And now all of the illustrations for book 3 are ready to go. So here's a quick update. I have essentially the anthology is finished. There is one more thing that Anya requires from me, I believe, that I need to get to her. Maybe I've gotten everything to her. But if it is, it's a bit of information. It's not like an illustration or text or anything like that. It's a bit of information just so that she knows how to output all of the audiobook files for ARCs, ebook, ARCs, and for KDP on Amazon, for Blurb, because they print differently. The print files have to be different because the paper is different, which means the spine is a different width, which means you have to do one for each. Those are the kinds of things that you don't know until you get in there and you start doing it. The ISBNs and barcodes and whether or not those are necessary or required or whatever is another thing that you don't know until you get in there and you start dealing with it over and over and over again, and you run into the same issues over and over and over. But basically, the anthology is finished. I almost gave a bird. I meant to give a thumbs up, though. Thumbs up. It launches September 1st. So I really had hoped to have it online about at the beginning of July. Didn't. But so long as I have it up in the next week or so, I'll be good to go. Have advanced reader copies available, pre-purchases, whatever those things are called. Hopefully I'll have all of that done. Also, this week I received my third manuscript, The Singing Bones, that manuscript back from my editor for what is supposed to be final proofing. However, the last section does need to have a bit more attention given to it. I need to work through that one more time, and then I'll have to get that proofed. But we're in the very, very final stages of that. I have to write the blurb for the back of that book. Otherwise, also, like in matter, like thanks and acknowledgments and all those things, I have to make sure that I've got all those written out. But the terms are ready to go. The book itself is very, very close to being ready to go. We have a cover, all of those things. So hopefully we'll begin to market those things soon. The anthology and book 3. Do a bundle of the first 2 books in the anthology to promote book 3. I have been marketing this year since the spring. I have not seen an uptick in book sales. Who knows how long that'll take. My marketing guy, Mike, told me it could take 2 or 3 months before I see the attention that the books are getting on like Facebook lead ads, that converting into sales. Hopefully that will begin to happen soon. But yeah, all of that is to say that we are moving right along. We're getting very, very close to me having 4 books online for sale. And I did write the first fourth of book 4. I am right now trying to decide if I want to go back and pick up the second section of book 4 and work on that through the end of the year, or if I would prefer to take a bit of a break and so that I can focus on like recording the audiobooks, which I've pretty much stepped away from because I was overextending myself and I was exhausted all the time. If I want to go back to the audiobooks, I will have to work on getting the anthology and the third manuscript up and on sale and on all of those sites. I will be sending the third manuscript off to Hidden Gems for hopeful reviews, or hopefully I'll get reviews. So lots of things that I have to do that are behind the scenes that are not fun, like writing. I also have some anthology pieces for the second anthology I want to work on. So there are some things that I can choose from, but that's basically where I am, and just wanted to give you a quick update. My camera is telling me the battery's about to die because it's very sensitive. So I hope all of you are well. I hope you're living your dream, your best life, and whatever. Stay out of the heat, or if you're in the heat, stay hydrated and use protection if you need protection. If you're like me and you lack melanin in your skin, then protect your skin appropriately. Peace out. I hope you are happy, and if you're a writer, I hope that your writing endeavors are going smoothly and well. And if you're not a writer and you're just here because you think I'm adorable or sexy or whatever other positive thing we can say, then thank you for being here, and I hope that you enjoy watching my face on the camera, on your phone or computer screen, wherever you're watching from. I have to go finish my coconut curry. I made Thai coconut curry for lunch. I have to go finish that now. And I have rugs in the washer and the dryer. And I gotta prepare my taxes. So take care. Peace out. Oh no, oh no. I was tethered. I was tethered, Chuck. 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 Oh, now you look at me. Oh no. Here comes the storm. This is one of my favorite things to do. It's called inducing the Eugene torpedo. Hey. Hey. Only he's too calm right now. But normally his nose is a torpedo that smacks into Chuck's face like that in order to give him a kiss. Give him a kiss.